What's up guys and welcome to this QPBL draft recap for season 2 of this league. So let's get right into it. You guys know the GPA slash UCL, APA, use like whatever you want. There's a ton of leagues like that. The format has always been 11 Pokemon, but with the QPBL we tried a little something different. So we're going for 12 Pokemon. We added a new category, which is the G7 Legendary, so it includes Ultra Beast and Tapus. So I decided to go for Tapu Fini. Yeah, everybody had great choices, great picks. Only like Guzzlord and Cortana I think weren't drafted, so Necrozma was also included, by the way, so that's pretty much it. Still going with Megas. We really like the depth that it added in the 6th generation. It really helped the building our draft a lot better. And the other thing that we did is add 3 Z crystals. They're non-exclusive, so that means like I have the Icium Z, Unium Z, and Normal Z. But also like my opponent could also have like the Normal Z or the Icium Z. They could have the Unium Z, but that would be pretty stupid considering I'm the only one allowed to use Mew, so not very useful. Anyway, so let's get right into the crunchy stuff. My post-draft roster. So I'm gonna go by GIF order because you can see all the Pokemon on the right side in front of my logo. So I'm the coach of the Sherbrooke Talonflames. You guys probably know that it's my regular team logo and team name, so I've been pretty used to that. So I decided to go for Mega Metagross, my favorite Pokemon, favorite Mega. It's a Pokemon that is extremely tough to play against. It's so powerful. It's now even faster with the Mega Evolution speed buff. It's got access to great moves, elemental, couple punching moves like Hammer Arm, Thunder Punch, not Fire Punch, Ice Punch. It's got access to Meteor Mash, which is extremely powerful, and it's got access to Grass Knot, the special move that it gets boosted by Tough Claws. It also is playable on the special side with moves like Flash Cannon, Psychic, Psychic Shock, stuff like that. Plus I have Mew and Togekiss that can actually Nasty Plot and Baton Pass. So I might use that strategy once or twice during the season, maybe more if it works. I don't know why I would stop at once or twice, but yeah, like I really think that I will be using multiple variants of Mega Metagross, my favorite Pokemon, as I said. So I'm really happy to have it on my team. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Next one, Tapu Fini, extremely bulky. The fact that it's a water and fairy type adds even more to like the strength of this Pokemon. It's basically impossible to knock out in one hit unless you're like very boosted or you get crits and stuff from that. Anyways, Tapu Fini is very bulky. It's got access to Scald. It's got access to Refresh. So if someone tries to cripple me with Toxic, stuff like that, or slow me down and actually try to like beat me with some hacks with paralysis, I can actually use Refresh. It's also got a couple of good moves that I will not talk about because some people will be watching this and playing against me. So anyways, it's got access to Defog, which is very important. Same thing for Togekiss and Mew, but yeah, I actually found out right before I drafted that Tapu Fini had access to Defog. Otherwise, I don't think I would have drafted it, and I'm very happy to have it on my team. So next Pokemon, Kyurem Black. It's not the fastest Pokemon, but with a Scarf it can outspeed like 95% of the metagame. I will be using a Scarf variant a lot, I already know. It's also good with Icium Z. It's got like the I think it's Freeze Shock. Is that the name of the move? Hold on, let me just go and check. I think that's it, yeah. Freeze Shock, exactly. 140 base power, physical ice move, and a 170 base power, 170 base attack, ice type. with the Isim Z, powerful, just a little bit. So it basically becomes a 200 base power move that will never miss and goes through Protect, and doesn't have to recharge. You're gonna see that once or twice this season. It's also got a very decent special attack at 120. It's got lots of HP, so it's very powerful, very bulky, and I can actually use it defensively, like Toxic Roost, stuff like that. It's not a bad Pokemon by any means. I think it does have access to a couple other moves like previous generations with like Draco, not Draco, but Iron Head, stuff like that. I can go back in other generations to get some pretty good moves, and that I know it's gonna be like gonna be a bit of a pain to always go back in the previous generations, like get some voodoo moves and stuff. But I think it's really gonna give me a huge advantage because Pokemon like that really benefit a lot from those moves. Volcarona, extremely weak to rocks, but I have 2 defoggers. I think I'm gonna be alright. I'm pretty well equipped to clear the field, and if I get a couple Quiver Dances up, I don't think anything will resist it. It's extremely powerful. I think only Chansey really can wall a +6 Volcarona. But yeah, very powerful, extremely strong. I really like it, and it's going to be very interesting to use. Machamp. The goal here is to do a little bit like I did with Conkeldurr in Season 1, except for like he's a little more less expensive. Is at Tier 3, and Conkeldurr was Tier 1. But I can really benefit from its strong attack. It's a little faster. I can actually Scarf it, which will work against like lots of Pokemon, but you can really Scarf Conkeldurr. So I can actually play with it and try to make it faster than other stuff. And it's actually kind of decent in the Trick Room, but I won't. The goal here is to try to avoid dealing with Trick Room. Anyways, another Pokemon. By the way, Machamp has access to Guts and No Guard, 2 great abilities, and like most people will try to burn my Metagross, and I'm gonna try to sponge that with my Machamp if I have Guts to really power up a little bit. So it's something that you guys will probably see once or twice. Palossand, great spin blocker, a Pokemon that I really like. It's got Shore Up, a very reliable recovery move. It's got great defenses. It's slow, so it's actually my slowest Pokemon. So it can actually be good in a Trick Room because my team is like relatively flat, kind of fast. Not like the fastest team around, but let's say when you got like only 2 Pokemon on their base 50 speed, it's not exactly slow. But yeah, great special attacker. It's got access to Stockpile with the Z Crystal. I can actually make that pretty bulky with Shore Up, and I can just stall. I could use like Toxic, Stockpile with the Crystal, and Shore Up, and just like something like Earth Power, Shadow Ball, whatever. So there's a lot of options. Electros, no weaknesses unless against Moldbreaker, or I was gonna say Terravolt, but I'm the one with Terravolt, so deal with it. Great Pokemon with pretty strong offenses on both sides. It's not like the best Pokemon, like statistically speaking, it's not that bulky, but the fact that it has no weakness will really help it tank a little bit more hits, and I can Assault Vest it. I can put a Rocky Helmet. I've seen like lots of variants. I can actually choice it, make it physical, special. I can run it mixed. It's got access to Giga Drain and the Drain Punch. It's got access to Volt Turn, so Volt Switch, U-Turn. So great Pokemon with lots of options. moves like Knockoff, Aqua Tail, Flamethrower, stuff like that. It's really good, and I'm really looking forward to using it. Victory Bell. Victory Bell is a little bit of a special Pokemon for me. It was the first Pokemon I actually got up to level 100 in Pokemon Yellow, so that's why I saw an opportunity to draft a Poison and the Grass type Pokemon at the same time. It was like at the end of the draft, so I went for Victory Bell. It's got Chlorophyll, so it's gonna be very interesting to see if I can actually place it against my opponent's Sun teams, because there's a couple of guys that drafted like Drought users. So yeah, if I can actually use that against them, it's gonna be a good point for me. The other thing, Weather Ball with the weather is actually going to be a very good move, and same thing for Hidden Power Rock. If I can hit a Charizard, I don't think there's any Moltres, but like Talonflames, stuff like that. With Chlorophyll, I'm going to outspeed all those Mons, unless like Talonflame's got Gilling going. But yeah, very fast Pokemon under the sun, so really looking forward to using it. I don't think it's a Pokemon that I will bring like more than like 4 times. I can say less than half of the season. I think we got like over 13 battles, something like that. So if I bring it 5 times, actually, that would be great. Togekiss, Great Defogger's got access to Heal Bell, Baton Pass, Nasty Plot, Wish, Yawn. My god, so many great moves. It's got access to Thunder Wave and Air Slash mixed with Serene Grace. So annoying to deal against. Like, I've never raged against a Togekiss ever in my life. Just in case you guys didn't understand, I'm being extremely sarcastic. A Pokemon that has access to like a large spread of special moves, Aura Sphere, Flamethrower, Dazzling Beam, stuff like that. It's got access to Grass Knot, a couple of hidden power, well, actually all the hidden powers except Fairy and Normal. Those are going to be pretty good, so I'm really looking forward to using that. And I actually had it in the previous season, season 1 of the QPBL, and then it saved me a few times, so Pokemon that I know I'm going to be good with. Zoroark, it's a little bit of a tricky Pokemon to play with and to play against. Because with Illusion, if you actually like, I'm gonna just use that as an example. If I put it like as an illusion of Machamp or Victory Bell, someone might want to use Psychic type move, and then that's gonna be give me a free turn to use Nasty Plot or something like that and try to set up, and then actually give me a good opportunity to not necessarily sweep, but do a lot of damage to his team, because it's very tough to stop a Zoroark that got the time to set up. It can be run physically, and especially, I mean, it's not a Pokemon that I will run defensively. Like, the most defensive thing I'll do is put a Stash or an Assault Vest on it. But yeah, Zoroark, a Pokemon that I really wanted to use. Like, it's very tricky to play against, so I think it's gonna be a good Pokemon, and it's gonna be really fun to use. Yellow Stick, good for the screens, good for Prankster with Psych Up. Prankster Zeep Psych Up with normal MZ. Check this out. Just go and Google it, or look on Serbia or something. I think it speaks for itself. As I said, screens, Fake Out, Thunder Wave, Toxic, great priority moves, and Zeep Psych Up is gonna help me if I'm actually being set up. Like, someone's trying to set up on me, and just stand out, now stick Zeep Psych Up, bump it. So yep, it's a third Psychic Pokemon that I got, and I got a few. Let's just say a few bug weaknesses, but I have plans for that, and gonna have to be careful and just try to play smart when I bring a lot of Psychic types. Last Pokemon. I don't think this one needs any explanations. Mew is like the most versatile Pokemon ever. Got access to like every single move tutor, TM, HM, I can do anything with that. It's got access to transform, so I can actually use like reflect type, transform. So many tricky moves that like people are gonna get some headaches just trying to like plan ahead and try to guess what I'm doing with Mew. But I got the Unium Z. It's gonna be extremely important for me to use them when I see lots of priority risk, because Unium Z is like basically an overpowered. Well, Unium Z's move is Genesis Supernova. It's a dope. It's a dope psychic that activates psychic terrain. So it's actually making sure that there cannot be any priority moves used on the field. So the only thing is that it stops me from using Bullet Punch, like on Metagross and Machamp, stuff like Sucker Punch on Mew and Zoroark, Fake Out, etc. on Yasik. But anyways, it's a risk you take, but I think it's actually a pretty good idea, and I'm really looking forward to using Mew. I already got a pretty interesting moveset for week 1. I actually started planning like yesterday. But yeah, I got some good ideas for that Pokemon. It's got access to pretty much every single type of move. Like it's gonna have a Fairy move, it's gonna have a Water, Psychic, etc. So lots of options, and it's well-rounded, base 100 all across the board. So not a Pokemon that is really dangerous, like on a pure base stats wise, but it's got some very good moves to set them up, like Calm Mind, Swords Dance, Rock Polish. It's got access to Nasty Plot. It's got access to so many good moves, like even like stuff like Iron Defense that you can use to teach it in previous generations and stuff. So lots of options with Mew. I can actually go ahead and pass down the stats boost to another Pokemon that is maybe a little bit more frail, so that's still another possibility. So that's gonna be it for this QPBL draft recap for your Sherbrooke Talonflames. My name is Fwetsky. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck to every single player in the QPBL first season 2. So that's gonna be it. Thank you thank you for following, not following but subscribing, liking and sharing if you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, hope you guys will keep an eye out on the league and follow my progress throughout this league. That I really want to take my revenge in. Momo beat me. Two out of my 3 losses last season was against this guy. I'm starting the season against him. I'm not going down 0-1 again, I promise you guys. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!